Yeah, hello, good afternoon, everyone. In the last class, we are discussed about the layouts of the power plants. Only we are seeing that layout structures. Now we are discussing about the in briefly about power plant layout of the structure. So first power plant we are seen as a steam power plant. So now we are discussing about that steam power plant. This is your lecture for power plant engineering unit 1. Okay, steam power plants. What is steam power plant? Steam power plants is generating the power with the sources of steam. First we are generating the super saturated steam, and then super saturated steam we are passing through the generator, and the generator produce the power, and then power goes to the three-phase power transmission tower. Basically the thermal power station is power plant in which the prime river is steam. Duncan's water is heated and turns into the steam. Basically the thermal power station is first we are heating the water and then convert it to in the steam and spin a steam turbine with drives an electrical generator. With the help of electrical generator we can drive the steam power plant. After it passes through the turbine, the steam is condensed, and then condensed steam was heated. That's why in recycle to where it heated. That's why is known as Rankine cycle. The greatest variation in this design is the thermal power station due to the different fuel sources. Some prefer to use the terms energy center base. The greatest we can say that the greatest advantage for this steam power plant is used in different fuel sources. In that we are preferring to us to term energy the center because of we are preferring this steam power plants as a center term energy, because such facility converted form of heat energy into the electrical energy. Here we are converting the heat energy, or we can say that the steam energy, into the electrical energy. Thermal power plant also derive heat energy for industrial purpose also. We can derive the thermal power plants energy industrial purpose also, for heating, for desalination of water, as well as the delivering of electrical power. A large proportion of CO2 is produced by the world fossil fired thermal power plant. We can generate the large amount of CO2 by the help of thermal power plant. Effect to reduce these outputs. Here we are reducing the outputs in various form of wide sphere. Already we discussed about the structure of the layout, how the structure of the layouts were start from cooling tower. Here the cooling tower, the structure of the layout starts. For the cooling water inserting from the condenser, and then it goes to the boiler. Here the air is entered from the outside, and then the air will become a hot. Here the boiler hot air will goes, as well as a high pressure water will goes. Inside of this the superheated steam will be generated. After that the superheated steam will generated. Superheated steam will be goes to the turbine, and then generator, and then three-phase power transmission. We are already discussed about this in the last class. Now here we are discussing the four main circuits one should come across in any thermal power plant layouts. In wherever the thermal power plant is there, the four main circuits should be considered. First one is coal and ash circuit, air and gas circuit, feed water and steam circuit, and last the one is cooling water circuit. Coal and ash circuit is what? Here the coal and ash circuit in the thermal power plant mainly take care of feeding the boiler with the coal from the storage. We are feeding the boiler and take care of the boiler from the coal store. That is coal and ash circuit. For the combustion process, we are taking care of the coal and ash circuit. This ash is generated during the combustion and is collected at the back of the boiler. During the combustion chamber in the boiler, the ash will be collected in the back side of the boiler and remove the ash and store the ash in the ash storage by scrap conveyor. In that combustion, coal and ash circuit controlled by regulating the speed. The regulating of the speed of the superheated steam. We are regulating or we are controlling the speed of the hot air as well as the high pressure rate water in that combustion chamber. Air and gas circuit, air from the atmosphere is directed into the furnace through the air preheated by the action of a force draft fan or draft fan. The dust from the air is removed before it is entered an air combustion chamber of a thermal power plant. The exhaust gas from the combustion heat the air which goes through a heat exchanger and is finally left out into the environment. Air and gas circuits is what? We are entering the air from the outside of the atmosphere directly to the furnace, and then we are preheated that air, and that preheated the air will become a hot condition. That hot air we are we are inserting the boiler. In that boiler combustion take place. After the combustion of that air, then it will go outside of the combustion, and that heat air goes to the environment by exchanging of first the heat hot air is exchanging of heat energy, and then it goes to the environment. That is your air and ash circuit. Feed water and steam circuit. What is feed water? The steam produced in the boiler, whatever the steam is produced in the boiler into the turbine generate power. For the purpose of generate power, the steam is expelled by the prime river in the thermal power plant layout is then condensed for a reuse in the boiler. Whatever the steam is produced in that boiler to the turbine to generate the power that steam wastage of the steam will be reused to conduct the same experiment. Cooling water circuit. The cooling water circuit is to provide for the thermal power plant layout is significantly high, and hence it is supply for a natural water sources like a lake or a river. After passing through the screens, remove the particle that can plug the condensed tubes in the thermal power plant. By the natural sources, lake or river water, we are condensing the steam in that cooling chamber. All these circuits are integrated to form a thermal power plant. These all circuits are integrated to each other and to form a thermal power plant layout to generate the electricity to meet our need. Advantage and disadvantage. Generation of power continues, and we can generate the power and continuous. Initial cost low compared to the hydel power plant. Steam power plant initial cost is low and compared to the hydel power plant, and it is also less space required. These can be located nearly the load center so that the transmission losses are reduced. These power plant we can locate as per our requirement the place. It's good for power transmission, and there is no losses are reduced. It can respond to rapidly changing load. As per the load changing, the power generation is response for the steam power plant is respond rapidly. Disadvantage of this steam power plant is long time required for installation. Whenever we are installing the steam power plant, it should take long time for installation for proper way. Transportation and handling of fuel major difficulties. Here the transportation, we cannot easily transfer fuel or steam. It's a very difficult to us. Efficiency of plant is less. Here the steam power plant efficiency is less compared to the other power plant, and the power generation cost is high compared to the higher hydel power plant. Higher power plant cost of the generation of the power is less compared to the steam power plant. Here the maintenance cost is also high because of in every year as per the terms and conditions of rules, we have to maintenance the steam power plants. Then only it gives the good efficiency, but not high. Next one is hydel power plant. Hydel, as we just now we are read about the hydel power steam power plants. Now we are discussing about the hydel power plants. Hydel power plant is that here we are using the hydraulic potential energy from the water to generate the electrical energy. In that hydel power plant, the layout is covered in an article, just a simple one and only covered the part of hydroelectrical plant. The layout is covered the hydroelectrical plant, only the hydroelectrical plant, and it is not a direction of horizontal or vertical. As per the requirement, we can place the direction of the layout. In that hydropower plant layout, one of the main part is the transformer room. In the transformer room, we can control the deflection of speed of water, or we can say that the deflection of the power, what the power is generated. Here the dam is there, the main part. First hydel power plant dam are structure built over a river to stop the water flow and form a reservoir. For the purpose of dam is for the main purpose to create a dam from the sea to control the sea level and to reduce the flow rate. As per the requirement, we can flow that rate of the water to the reservoir, to the outside. So that outside water goes into the turbine, then turbine will move and run then it gives then it produces the electricity. That's why we are manufacturing the dams around the seas. The reservoirs store the water, and that's why dams called as reservoir. Reservoir having a store of water, we can store that water, and flowing down that we are less, we can flowing down river, we can stop, or we can say that the controlling of flowing water flowing down the river. This water is drive to turbine for the power station. Just now I told you reservoir water is drive for the purpose to generate the power, and it's give to the turbine, and then turbine will move or runs, and after some time with the help of generator or with the help of motor we can produce the electricity. By the gravity and buttress dam, the height of water in the dam is called headrace. In that dam, if the water level is more, and we can say that the water level from the ground, that is called headrace. Spillway. A spillway is suggested by name, could be called as a way for spilling of water from the dam. The spillway is nothing but the way of spilling of water from the dam, because of it is used to provide the release of fluid. It is used to provide the release of flood water from a dam. Why we are preferring the spillway name? Because of the spillway is a way of water from the dam, because of it is provide the for the release of flood water from the dam, and it is provide overtopping of the dam, which could result in damage or failure of spilling, could be controlled by type or control the type. By the help of spilling we can control the level of the water, and we can control, if it is possible, the flood. We can control that value of the water, or we can control the level of the water in the dam. Penstoke and tunnels. Penstokes are the pipe which are carry the water from the reservoir to the turbine inside the power station. Inside the power station, the penstokes are there. Penstokes are in that penstokes or tunnels we are supply that water to the turbine, and the turbine runs and gives the and produce the electricity. Surge tank. Surge tank is connected to water conductor system. It serves the purpose of reducing water hammering in pipe, which can causes a damage to pipe. Surge tank is in between the penstokes, tunnels and turbine, and for the purpose of surge tank is to control the flowing of water, because of if it is the high rate of the flowing of water as per the our beyond the limit, it gives the damage of the pipes. That's why the surge tank to use to reduce the beyond the limit of the high rate of the flowing of water. Power station. Power station contain a turbine coupled to generate the water brought to the power station, rotate the vanes of the turbine, produce the torque, and rotation of the turbine. Power station, in that the power station, the turbine will there, flowing of water touch to the turbine and the blades of the turbine, and we can say that the wings of the turbine rotates and generate the power, and it is converted into the electricity. Here the advantage and disadvantage of the Here the advantage and disadvantage of the hydel power plant. Water, the working fluid is natural and available plenty. Life of the plant is very long. Natural water, with the help of natural water, we can easily, here we are using the working fuel as a natural water. That's why the main advantage is this. And the second one is plant life is very long compared to others. Third one is running cost and maintenance cost is very low, as we have discussed in the advantage of steam power plants. That is high. Here the low one is high reliable. Running cost is low. Maintenance and operation costs are very less. No fuel transport problem. No ash disposal problems also. But in the disadvantage, initial cost is high and the power generation depend upon the quantity of water. Power will be generated in the hydel power plant depending upon the water is available and flowing rate of the water. And if sometime the rainfall will going on, in that case the high pressure of volume of water will goes to the pipe and touches to the turbine. At the time of movement, that the power will be generated more compared to the normal days. More time is required to generate the electrons and in that motor and convert it into the electricity. Diesel power plant. What is diesel power plant? Diesel power plant is one of the power plant to produce the power energy from the sources of diesel. Here we are using the fuel is diesel. In that diesel power plant we are placing the and we are in the range of diesel power plant we are producing the electricity 2 to 50 megawatts capacity are used, and central station for small electric supply. For the central station we are supplying the small electric network and use as standby by hydroelectric. Rest of the capacity for we are standing by hydroelectric or thermal power plants where continuous power supply is needed. Here should have to supply for the diesel power plant continuously power to generate the electricity, and diesel power plant is not economically compared to the other power. We cannot compare economically diesel power plant to other power plant because of here we are using in that diesel power plant diesel engine. In that diesel engine we are supplying the fuel as a diesel and the outside air mixture, and then after that combustion take place. After the combustion take place, in that burning of gas produce the energy, and then expansion will take place, and then exhaust will take place, and that exhaust gas will goes to the chimney and then outside of the atmosphere. In that atmosphere, the diesel power plants are cheaply that's why the diesel power plants are cheaply in the field mentioned below. Mobile electric plant we are using diesel power plant. Standby unit emergency power plants we are using diesel power plant. Our emergency power plants is the power plant we are seeing. Emergency power plant is the power plant we are seeing in that our functions hall. If the electricity is cut off, at that time we are using the diesel engine to generate the electricity. Starting station of existing plants, central power station, these are the field we are using the diesel power plants. As you know, we are already discussed about the layout structure of the power plant. So first, once again you see this layout structure of the power plant. That after we are going to the major components of the diesel power plant. Engine, as you know, air supply system, exhaust system, fuel system. Engine, it is one type of diesel engine and produce the energy with the help of, we can say, the two-stroke engine are used for the power generation. Nowadays we are using the super and turbocharged high-speed engine. In that super and turbocharged high-speed engine, the four-stroke will be take place. Air supply to the system from the outside. Exhaust system, after the engine, whatever the burning gas produced that comes from the outlet of the valve, and it goes to the chimney and then into the atmosphere. Fuel system, we are using the fuel. First we filtered the fuel, and then after that we are passing to the fuel in the head of the engine by the fuel injector. By the fuel injector to control the fuel, and then by the fuel injector we are passing the fuel droplets to the engine, and then the compression take place. Cooling system, the cooling system is the main part. While the running of the engine, the engine will heated, so we should take care the temperature of the engine, and we should minimize the temperature of the engine by the helping of cooling system. We are supplying the coolant in surrounding area of the engine, as like radiator in the automobile sector, to keep the temperature constant or safe as per the engine level. That in the lubricant system is for using to control the air pressure or air temperature on oil tank, filter, cooler and pipelines. Is given to reduce the friction. Lubricant system is the main source. The work for is to reduce the friction of moving part. Whatever the part is moving in that engine will produce the friction. That's why we are using in that lubricant system to reduce the friction and noisily, and reduce the wear and tear of the engine parts. These are the lubricant system. In that engine, diesel engine, we are using the gear oil. The gear oil are in that gear oil, the total gears are depth in that, and that gears are runs. So that the place we are reducing the friction or losses of wear and tear. Starting system, these are the three commonly used starting systems. They are a petrol driven auxiliary engine, use of electric motor, use of compressed air from an air compressor at a pressure of 20 kg per centimeter. Here these are common starting systems are there. As per the requirement of the diesel engine or else petrol engine, we should give the inside to the cylinder air fuel mixture ratio. As per the common ratio we have to give to the engine, then only it gives the good efficiency. Next, governing system. The function of governing system is to maintain the speed of the engine and constant irrespective load on the plant. First main function of the governing is to control the speed of the engine and constant the irrespective load on the plant. by the help of it will done by the varying of fuel to the engine according to the load. Here the advantage and disadvantage is there. Diesel power plant can be quickly installed and commencement, and we can quickly install and we can run, and we can start easily, and we can minimize the labor. Minimize the labor, and here the plant is small compared to the other plants, and here efficiency is good compared to the other power plants, and it can be located near the load center and near the requirement place. Disadvantage is capacity of a plant is low compared to the other, because of it is a small size. We cannot produce the large size because of it's for dangerous for the producing the power energy from the sources of diesel power plant. Fuel repair and maintenance cost is high, because of whenever we are using the diesel power plant, we have to insert the diesel as per the criteria of the to generate the electricity as per our requirement. How many hours should have to take to generate the produce the electricity for the how many, like that we have to inside the fuel, and repairing cost is also high, and life of plant is very low compared to the other. Here the lubrication cost is very high, and no guaranteed for operation under continuous overload. Here there is no guarantee if the access of load will take place, the diesel power plant it will work or not. Noisy, it is a noisy one, because of it's a very serious problem. Whenever the diesel power plant runs, it makes a very high nicely sound. Diesel power plant cannot be constructed for a large scale. That's why the storage capacity is low. Diesel power plant we cannot constructed in the large scale. Thank you very much for the listening my lecture. Make sure to give me your attendance in the comment section. Inshallah we will discuss the next class on tomorrow. Allah Hafiz.